Hello everybody, Super Baby Mario here. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. In the last part, we went through Nugget Bridge, then went to visit Bill, and got the SS ticket, which we can't really use because it's a key item and that can't be used, and it can't be used. Anyways, in this part we're gonna do the Cerulean City Gym. Yay. So, here's a dude. He's got advice, of course, as he usually does. This time it actually pertains to the gym leader that we're going to be fighting, rather than just basic Pokemon battling advice. And, we're going to go around the cool way, I guess is what that's going to be called. Anyways, here's a swimmer. He's got a horse of the sea variety. So yeah, Weed Whacker will absolutely destroy everything in this gym. And, fun fact, this entire episode is going to be post-commentary because, when I recorded this originally, my microphone decided to explode. Not actually explode, but it... I don't know, for some reason it came out ridiculously quiet and with horrible static. It was just not good, so redoing it is the best of options here. And Weed Whacker levels up. Exactly what we want to see there. And, gonna give Jeff some action here, because, you know, he needs more levels? I don't know. I like to keep my entire team at pretty much even in terms of levels. Or as close as I can get, really. So therefore, Jeff is going to be Jeffing it up. I like how I've just basically adopted that saying. For some reason. Also, Goldeen looks interesting in this gen. I'm not sure what the deal is with the horn. Pretty sure it's not supposed to be, like, that long. But, I don't know. Whatever. But, I might be remembering wrong. So here's Misty. With black hair for some reason. Because that makes sense. And we have our second gym leader fight. Misty wants to fight and sends out Staryu. So yeah, Staryu isn't that tough to take down. Yeah, I didn't remember, like, the details of this fight. So, for some reason I thought Jeff was gonna take it down in one turn there. But here's the root of our problems here. Starmie is the evolved form of Staryu, and as such is a lot tougher. Luckily, Jeff got a critical hit because he's awesome, and took it down to half in one turn. Then the Starmie got a critical hit, because it's awesome. I guess that's the logic we're going with here. And for some reason, Misty uses an X-Defend on the Starmie. I don't know what Misty expects to do with the X-Defend against a grass type, when all grass types are special in this generation, but whatever. So we get the Cascade badge for defeating the Misty. We can use Cut outside of battle, not that we have it, but we have the option. And we get TM11, which contains Bubble Beam, which is a pretty good water-type move for this time, or for this point in the game. So yeah, that, we're moving up in the world. That gym took us 4 minutes to clear, rather than 3. So if we go to this house here, we see that they've been robbed. Yes, robbed. And for some reason I leave the house, I guess to showed definitive proof that there is in fact a Team Rocket member right outside. Also that this house is much bigger than it looks from the outside. Not that that's any different from any other building in the Pokemon series, but... or just RPGs in general, now that I think about it. But anyways, yeah, they broke stuff and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be more effective than the police force and actually go and challenge the Rocket member to a fight. Yay. And he's got Machop. Easy prey for the Jeffinator. Oh, didn't quite kill it in one hit. That's actually quite disappointing. And yeah, for some reason in this generation, Karate Chop is a normal type move. Yet another thing that doesn't really make sense. But whatever. Here's Drowsy. It is a psychic type, and it is a rapist. Not quite so much as its evolved form, but it's still somewhat of a rapist. Anyways, Jeff levels up, and we have defeated Rocket. Yay for defeating Rocket. And he gives us our TM back, except it's not ours, it's the dude's. So, let's go and return the TM to the dude. Really? You decided that in the 2 minutes that I was outside your home? I mean, it's not that difficult to get a Diglett, I guess. You just need to go and, you know, get one. Vermilion City's not that far away, right? So, yeah, here's Route 5. There is exactly one new thing that can be found here. And, yeah, here we go. That new thing is Manky! Yay, Manky! It's a monkey, and it's a man who is also a key. He's Key Man! Not to be confused with He-Man! Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, don't really want to attack it, because it would probably die from anything that Jeff were to do. Unless I got, like, 2 hits from Fury Attack. And, I'm a jerk and completely skipped the Pokedex entry. Speaking of which, Manky, the pig monkey Pokemon, extremely quick to anger. It could be docile, You want to advance the text? Moment, then thrashing away the next instant. Thank you. There we go. Why did it take me like 6 years to advance the text there? So, this guy... This is the Pokemon Daycare. If you deposit one of your Pokemon with this gentleman here, then... Excuse me? Oh, localization team. I mean, it's one typo, it's not that terrible to miss, but anyways, yeah. If you deposit one Pokemon with the gentleman inside the daycare, then every time you take one step on the overworld, then your Pokemon will gain 1 experience point. It does add up quickly, trust me. So if we try to go through here, there's this jerk. Yeah, he won't let you through because he's hangry. Except not really hangry, because it's thirst. So anyway, we have to go through yonder underground path instead. And we have this girl who wants to trade Nidoran for Nidoran. I don't really want to do that because I already have a Nidoran female. And, yeah, this is the first of many in-game trades in this game. Technically, there is also one available in Cerulean City, but we can't do it yet because we don't have access to the Pokemon that the person wants. So, yeah, we're just gonna head down the underground path here. I believe there are a couple of hidden items here, but I cannot be bothered to look for them. And, yeah, this just kind of leads to Route 6. Up here, I go to look for a hidden item, realize that there isn't one, and, now we get to fight a bug catcher. Yeah, I don't think there are actually any bugs out here. This is one of the few areas in the game that doesn't have any bugs. Well, I guess that's not really true. There are several of them that don't have bugs. I guess that this is one of the few in the early game that doesn't have any bugs. This might actually be the first route, aside from Route 1, that doesn't have bugs. No, it's not. Ignore me. So we've got Jeffrey. Yay! He killed a bug. My god, I never would have seen that coming. Jeff would never do such a thing. He's Jeff. So, then we've got these two lovebirds, who may or may not actually be lovebirds. And, this guy has a Squirtle. Because he's a jerk there. Yes, because he's a jerk like that. He just kind of has a Squirtle. And... yeah, it's a Squirtle. Oh no, not Bubbles! What will I ever do against the wrath of the Bubbles? So yeah, that's all he had, because he's doing a starter-only run. But for some reason he hasn't evolved his Squirtle. I don't really know why. So, this girl has a Rattata, which I thought she had something else. But apparently I was mistaken. Maybe the other thing I'm thinking of, yeah, there we go, it's Pikachu. Not gonna be using Jeff against the Pikachu, because it's a Pikachu. So, gonna have Weed Whacker whack it with its vines, not weeds. Oh no! It's Quick Attack. You're a jerk face. You're wasting my time. You wasted like 5 precious seconds. If it even was 5 seconds, it might have been less than that. But Junior Trainer Female Sign has been defeated. And my foot is falling asleep. That is exactly what I want to have happen. And, this guy is a complete douche waffle. Yeah, he's got this level 20 Butterfree. And, I have many horror stories concerning this Butterfree. None of which will be told, of course, because Jeff is a beast and took it out in 2 hits. But yeah, normally, that Butterfree is a complete douchebag, because it has, I think, Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, and I want to say Confusion is its other move. So yeah, it can inflict whichever status it feels like, plus it can confuse you if it does in fact have Confusion. Not sure if I'm remembering that correctly or not, but anyways, it's another Trainer with a Purgy. Yay. Just gonna tackle away at it, because that's all Weed Whacker can really do against flying types. Luckily, it does not appear to have a flying type move, which is kind of weird. I think it should have Wing Attack by this point. Unless I'm remembering wrong and Gen 1 is just weird, which it is. Like, there is no questioning that. Gen 1 is fucking crazy. But whatever. Early installment weirdness and all that. Yeah, just keep sending out all of your Pidgeys. All them Pidgeys. Yay! You've been out-Pidgey'd. And one more for the road. Moving foot so that it can attempt to wake up. So, this guy's different. He has a Spearow instead of a Pidgey. Hooray. Not leer. Don't leer at me, that's rude and stuff, and goodbye. And, oh right, I forgot about the second hacked Raticate. As you can tell by my forgetting about it, I don't have nearly as much trouble with this one as I did, the last time. Because it's a dummy and used Tail Whip instead of actually hitting me. And that is yet another Trainer down for the count. And we have arrived in Vermilion City. I love this place. I love this music! God! But then I have to ruin it by going and healing at the center of the Toki Mans. I suppose healing is probably necessary, but, you know, whatever. So, time to deposit our new buddy, Mank. Yay. To you too. Also worth mentioning is that somewhere in this Pokemon Center, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, is a woman that will give you an item called the Versus Seeker, which will let you rematch any trainer that you've already fought as long as they are outside. Like, not in a building or a cave or anything. Actually, I don't remember if whether or not it works in caves. I don't think it does. Anyways, next, our first stop in Vermilion City, other than the Pokemon Center, is this building. I don't know why the music changed, but whatever. This is the fishing guru. He simply loves fishing, and the L is capitalized because they had to make up for the come again for in the daycare not being capitalized. Anyways, he gives you the old rod, and I do believe that the old rod is capable of catching exactly one Pokemon, and that is Magikarp. And, since we already have a Magikarp, the old rod is completely useless to us, so I don't know why I didn't just immediately go and deposit it in the PC, but I just kind of forgot. I need to deposit a bunch of things, actually, now that I think about it. But, anyways, this is the Pokemon Fan Club. We want to talk to the chairman of the fan club. He chairs the Pokemon Fan Club. I'm not sure if chair is actually intended to be a verb, but whatever, I'll allow it. So he wants to tell us about his Pokemon, because he loves to talk, and he loves to talk, and he loves to talk, and I love to doze off. Yeah, I have no comments about this. And for being so patient and being such a great listener, he gives us a bike Voucher. Yep, a bike Voucher. So, what do we do with our bike Voucher? Well, obviously we want to go to Cerulean City and exchange it for a bicycle. Oh, that's a bike voucher! Okay, here you go. Red exchanged the bike voucher for a bicycle. Yay. So, now that we have our good old-fashioned bicycle, we can go all the way down here into our inventory. And we can get on the bicycle and listen to awesome bicycle music. So basically, the bicycle is just, it just lets you move faster on the overworld. Which is, you know, very helpful. So, in this house here, there's this girl who wants a Spearow, and in exchange, she will give you a Farfetch'd. And I just so happen to have an extra Spearow in my party. So, yeah, this is the amazing trade animation for this generation. I think it's the same in Gen 2 as well, actually. And my foot is even a sleeper now that I've moved it, so that was super helpful. So, Farfetch'd just kind of flaps on its end of sentence. Take good care of Farfetch'd. Hooray. By the way, Farfetch'd sucks. Just so you know. Farfetch'd, the wild duck Pokémon. The sprig of green onions it holds is its weapon. It is used much like a metal sword. Except it's not metal at all. It's a fucking leek. It is a plant. A plantino, if you will. So anyways, here's Vermilion Harbor. Yes, and blah blah blah. We'll be visiting here next time. Something I completely failed to mention in the actual recording of this is that in the middle of Vermilion City, near the gym, which we also can't access, by the way, because it's blocked by a tree. But yeah, near the gym is in yellow is a police officer, I believe, who will give you a free Squirtle. So that's cool. Anyways, here's Diglettz Cave. There are exactly 2 new Pokemon that can be found here. If one would like to spawn, that would be wonderful. Come on. While we're young, there we go. Gasp, it's Diglett. No one would ever expect Diglett to be in Diglettz Cave. No siree. So yeah, not gonna Vine Whip it, because that would be stupid. I'm instead gonna Leech Seed it. And then I'm not gonna wait for the Leech Seed to do anything at all. I'm instead just gonna toss a Pokeball at it, and it's gonna work! Because, yeah. Diglett, the mole Pokemon, lives about 1 yard underground where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground. And I do in fact want to give a nickname to this Diglett because I am planning on using Diglett on my team because it's really, really good in Gen 1. So, after about 5 minutes and once again assistance from Ariel, I have decided to name it Hans, after Hans Moleman from The Simpsons. And, went back and healed there. And, here's the other thing. This is Dugtrio, the evolved form of Diglett. I'm not going to be catching it, because, well, I'm going to be using Dugtrio on my team. So, I'm going to be evolving the Diglett that I have. So, I don't really need to catch the Dugtrio. So therefore, I am not going to. I'm instead gonna miss several times with Vine Whip. And, it's gonna get a critical hit and almost kill me. And then it's gonna growl at me, and then I'm gonna miss a 3rd time! So, eventually I just get the good sense to switch out. Go Geoff! And, then just kind of stab it with a beak. Yeah, beak stab! So yeah, that was Dugtrio. That Dugtrio is probably, well, Dugtrio in general in this cave is probably the strongest, wild Pokemon you'll be finding for quite some time. And yeah, that's so many random encounters on the way. Yay for foreshadowing. Anyways, out here, it's Route 2 again. It's just kinda here. I could have sworn there was an item up here. There might be a hidden one, but I didn't feel like looking, I guess. And here's where I realized that this was somewhat in vain, because there's a tree blocking the way that I can't get past. But I can still do one thing over here, and that is trade my Abra for a Mr. Mime. Yay. Bye-bye, Abra. It's been a good time. I knew you for, like, an episode and a half, maybe? And, yeah, you spent that entire time in the PC, so good on ya! So yeah, but both of these, trades, and I think every trade in this game, actually, all of the trainers have the wonderful name of Trainer. Yes. And yeah, we've successfully traded a bra for a clown. Yes. And, Mr. Mime, the barrier Pokémon. If interrupted while it is miming, it will slap around the offender with its broad hands. Hooray. So, now that we have successfully traded an Abra for a Mr. Mime, it's time to go back to Vermilion City. But we're gonna be, going over there next time. So, next time on Let's Play Pokémon Red, we will be, we will be visiting the SS Anne with a, newly trained up Diglett on our team. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you then. Take care, everybody!